I thank the representative of United Kingdom for the statement. I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Mr. President, Pakistan would like to thank the delegations of the United States and Panama for their work on the draft resolution and their efforts to bridge the differences. I would also like to commend the Secretary General for his constant engagement on Haiti, including the proposals presented by him in February this year. Pakistan has repeatedly underscored the need for this Council to earnestly consider the Secretary General's proposals on Haiti, expressing our willingness to engage constructively with fellow Council members to arrive at a consensus outcome that helps promote peace and stability in Haiti in an effective and sustainable manner. My delegation's participation in the negotiations process was guided by this principled approach. We regret that consensus remained elusive. President, our abstention, however, in no way diminishes our commitment and support for Haiti and for our collective efforts to restore peace and stability in that country. We fully recognize the need for the Council to take the necessary steps for addressing the dire security and humanitarian situation in Haiti. At the same time, we believe that in doing so, it was vital to remain clear-eyed about the previous interventions and to learn from mistakes of the past in order to chart a course that mitigates the risks of failure. The need for urgent action to assist the Haitian people and particularly to protect the children of Haiti from the scourge of violence by gangs and criminal networks is clear. The draft resolution has proposed a set of complex mandates to be carried out in a difficult and complicated environment through an equally complicated arrangement. In that context, we note with regret that the resolution falls short of bringing clarity on certain key aspects such as sustainability of funding, the concept of operations, rules of engagement, and details on troop contributions. President, we know that the issue of funding has remained at the core of the crisis faced by the MSS, which never reached anywhere close to its authorized strength, and that impacted its effectiveness. The resolution's authorization for the use of UN peacekeeping funds for logistics and operational support does address this concern to some extent, but cannot be considered a silver bullet, as we have repeatedly heard, including from the Secretary General, about the liquidity crunch in the peacekeeping budgetary allocations. This, if allowed to continue, could negatively impact the functioning and effectiveness of the new force. The success of steps proposed by this resolution would also depend on the envisaged voluntary contributions to the UN Trust Fund, which had hitherto fallen short of its mark. Regrettably, this aspect too remains unclear, with no definitive answers available as to the sources of these funds. President, besides the funding predicament, the concept of operations and rules of engagement also lack clarity, which could lead to a gap between the Council's expectations from the new mission and the performance of its mandate. As a long-standing and leading contributor to UN peacekeeping, Pakistan is deeply mindful of these shortcomings, as they may have a bearing on the mission's success. We hope that there will be more clarity on these important aspects in the days ahead. On the personnel strength of the new force as well, our view is that this number should be justified by logical reasoning. Under standard criteria used for such situations, the number should have been much bigger. And a bigger force, adequately equipped and resourced, could have provided the necessary deterrence for the gang and criminal elements, thus obviating the need to fight them. To conclude, Mr. President, we respect Haiti's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and the sovereign political choices that it makes to seek external assistance for addressing its challenges. We hope that with this resolution, the international community, including the regional countries and organizations, which we fully support, would be able to muster the necessary financial, political, and operational support to effectively support Haiti in overcoming the current crisis. Pakistan will continue to fully back these efforts. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Pakistan for the statement. I now give the floor